welcome Michelle to the Fireside Chat. I'm glad you're here with us.
Okay, thank you very much.
You started in the Rising Up Together San Antonio initiative. You and 24 other people were randomly selected to lead an 18-month journey, combines direct cash investments, in-person community engagement, and advocacy efforts to change policies in San Antonio. I know it's early, but how excited are you after the first orientation meeting?
Very excited. I'm just excited to meet new people and see what's going on. And I don't know, I'm just excited.
I love that. And now advocating for your community, getting people to join the movement to create change, big or small, in San Antonio is a key part of that particular fund. What made you want to participate in Rising Up Together San Antonio?
I just like to be like part of the community and see what's going on and what others like, because when you're part of the community and stuff and you're out there, you get to get like resources out there and people that can help you out and stuff like that. Or not only me, but other people.
One cool dynamic there, we were part of the orientation, and I was able to see that immediately one person in the room had a need and another person in the room said, okay, let me get your information. Let's figure out how we can get that done. And then someone else raised their hand and they were trying to connect that way. How cool was that? You were in that room.
Yeah, it was cool because we got to meet like different people and stuff and different other like resources and other people's opinions and stuff like that.
Love it. Let's peel back a few layers real quickly. For those who have never been to San Antonio, Texas, what is it like? Why do you have so much passion for your community?
It's just that I don't know, the whole community is involved and they like to help people out, and we are just a friendly city that like to get along with people and help people out.
Now, I did mention that it's a heat wave in San Antonio.
Yes.
What's that been like? Triple digits?
Very hot. Mainly stay inside, avoid the heat.
Can you share with us a little bit about your family life, growing up in San Antonio first? Can you share anything about your parents or your childhood?
Well, yeah. Well, it's my parent. Well, I'm 45 years old. My parents are in their 60s right now, but they've been through a lot. My mom's been through the prison system when I was younger. So my grandma raised us when we were little. And then when she was able to get out, she was able to get on her feet and help us out, or more or less like be there for us and stuff. And we grew up in the projects, but we ended up bettering ourselves, and that's where we're at right now.
Can you tell us maybe what is one of the happiest memories you have growing up in San Antonio?
Yeah, one of the happiest moments, I don't know, just spending time with my family, my brother, my sister, my mom, my grandma, my dad. I don't know, that's what makes me happy, being with my family. My kids now, my husband.
That's where I was going to lead to next. What is one of your happiest adult memories there in San Antonio?
One of the happiest moments, when I had my kid, when I had my first daughter. That was one of the happiest moments.
You have a daughter and a son, correct?
Yes, my daughter is 14 and my son is 8 years old.
And what is it like raising them? What are some things you try and instill in them?
Well, it's a little hard raising them because my kids, they're into sports. So it's like we're just constantly driving back and forth, trying to get them to their sports. And it's a struggle because we live kind of far, but we make it work somehow.
I know there are a lot of people on this call right now who can relate to that, moving around, constantly moving, getting kids to practice and all of those things. When it comes to employment, your background is in healthcare, right? Can you share a little bit there?
I grew up with my aunt. Oh, she didn't raise me or anything, but she was always around. And coming from the community that I came from, the projects, it's like really bad there. So my aunt, she ended up running for president of the projects, and she ended up winning, and she made a lot of changes around there. So a lot of people knew who we were and stuff. So yeah, growing up with her, I saw a lot of things like She went to like all kinds of events downtown, like go protest and just a lot of stuff like that.
She's part of the reason why you have this interest in advocacy work and advocating for your community.
Yes, and as far as my mom too as well, they work for this council called LULAC Council for the downtown, and they're like everywhere and stuff. But yes, they inspire me to do stuff like this. Or like when there's like elections and stuff, they're out there campaigning and stuff like that.
How involved do you want to be along those lines? Kind of seeing what they've done in the past and being there and being able to witness that. What do you want to do going forward as it relates to that?
Well, at the moment, I really don't know what to do because like I got my kids and it's hard to try to juggle everything all at once. So I'll just take it one step at a time. But I mean, I wouldn't mind being like somebody for the community or, a spokesperson for somebody or something.
Okay. What are you currently doing for employment? I know your work background is in healthcare, right?
Yes. Well, at the moment, I'm trying to find a job online so I can spend time with my kids right now in the summer before they start school. But then I also need like an online job because I drive my kids back and forth to school and they go to two different schools. One of them's going to go to high school, the other one's still in elementary. They're like kind of far, but yeah, I'm looking for online work and stuff.
Now, Michelle, when we chatted briefly, I know there were different layers to your story, your experience. So I'd like to do a little word association that maybe you could share how your life connects to each of these words or phrases that I call out. Does that work for you?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Motherhood.
It means a lot to me because my kids, they're going to learn off of whatever I do and they're watching everything I do. So I don't know, it's a struggle, but getting through it, and motherhood is the best thing that I experience.
Marriage.
Marriage is hard, patience. But yes, I've been with my husband for 23 years and we've been married 16 years. But it's a struggle, but we're getting through it, and it's hard at times, but we're still in it.
Well, congratulations on 23 years.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
23 years. Yes. I've been with my husband half my life. So,
Let's go with hardship, financial hardship or economic hardship.
oh, that's very hard. Well, it was very hard when the pandemic hit because my husband, he had gotten knee surgery and then he needed another knee surgery. And then they found out he had arthritis. And now they said that he needs like a knee replacement and then he has a shoulder injury. So it's pretty hard.
I'll follow up that in just 1 minute. The word goals. What about goals?
My goals is just to look past all this pandemic stuff and all this stuff that we've been going through financially and just get ahead and keep it moving and make something of it.
Can we go back to the financial hardship and the surgeries and can you share a little bit about the mindset of knowing that there are more surgeries to come, but knowing the situation that you are currently in financially? Can you share a little bit about that mindset and the decisions that have to be made?
Well, yeah, right now at the moment, like it's kind of hard since my husband's the only one that's working. So as far as like surgeries and stuff like that, he has to put them to the side till we get financially stable, and then he'll eventually get his surgeries and stuff like that, whatever it is that he needs to work on. But first, I got to find a job so that way I can help him, because since I rely on him, he's going to have to rely on me. And that's the way it is.
And you mentioned being the driver, so it's one of these books. Are you often driving him to work as well?
Yes, I call myself the Uber driver.
Now, Michelle, when I first heard your story, you mentioned that you were shy, you don't talk a lot, but what made you step out and actually share with us?
I don't know. I was kind of shy. I was like, oh, do I want to do it or not? I was like skeptical about it, but I was like, well, I mean, these are people that are not in front of my face. They're on the phone or however it is. So I guess my shyness didn't get in the way.
And then getting a chance to really meet in person with 24 others at that orientation, and then kind of on a monthly basis over the next 18 months. What are your thoughts about being able to meet people in person?
My thoughts, I'm okay with it. I'm meeting new people and learning other people's lives and um just getting to know new friends.
Okay, now at the end of the 18 months, one of the goals, and several of the other participants are excited about identifying some policies to actually influence there in San Antonio, policies and issues that are hindering people in San Antonio from truly thriving. What do you think will be one of the toughest challenges in trying to get on the same page and identify issues that communities are facing in San Antonio?
I mean, I don't know, it's a challenge. So I guess as long as I'm going through it, at the end we'll find out. And I mean, that's all I could say for now.
In your opinion, what are some issues that you see the city of San Antonio facing right now?
The issue's homeless, all over the street, trying to make money, getting in people's way, asking for money. That is just so wrong. And
Okay.
a lot of gang violence, a lot of shootings lately that's been happening, and it's just terrible. I mean, it all depends too what side of town you live on too.
Do you think, what do you think could be done to improve our communities in San Antonio?
More resources, because a lot of people, they turn their backs on you when you don't have the proper identification, or if you don't have like a proof of residence or stuff like that. They just turn you away. They don't care.
Now, the first phase of this 18-month journey is going to be more relationship building. How important do you feel it is for you to feel connected with others in your community before you start rallying and influencing policy?
Well, I mean, I think it's important. Like I said, I mean, I'm going to meet new people and I'm going to hear other people's stories and stuff like that. So hopefully we can all relate and get past whatever it is that we're doing and do our job and become something of ourselves after this 18 months is done.
I'm excited to see that. I do have a question. Do you remember how you first learned of UpTogether, when you first connected with UpTogether?
Yeah, one of my friends is the one that referred me to it, and she was like, "Hey, look, check this out. See if you're interested in it and this and that." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try it." And well, she ended up she's part of the group too, so that's how I learned about this.
Were you skeptical at all when she first told you, or was it because
Yes, because we were like, okay, so what exactly are we gonna do? Like, I had all these questions for her, and she's like, "Well, I don't know. When we go to the meeting, we'll find out." I was like, "Okay," but yeah.
did it comfort you at all, that knowing that it was coming from someone who was a close friend that you had already bonded with?
Yes, because I mean, I don't even know how to get into things like this because I don't even know how she was. I think she found out through one of her sisters or something. So when she told me, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that there was programs like that out there. And she's like, oh yeah. So I mean, that was one of the reasons I signed up too.
What do you think could be done to get more awareness out there about some of the things that we're doing, or some of the resources that are out there for our communities?
I don't know. I guess more. How do you call it? Like, be out there more as far as like on social media and stuff, so people would know what's going on out there too, with like programs like this and stuff. Because not everybody knows.
What's your thought about some of the negative stereotypes that unfairly get placed on your community there in San Antonio?
Well, my thoughts, I just don't like the way some people judges, like coming from the north side to the west side, we get judged a lot. They think that we don't meet their standards and stuff like that.
What do you think can be done to disprove some of those those negative stereotypes and that prejudgment?
I really don't know right now.
Okay. All right. What quality or what strength do you feel makes your community in San Antonio worth being invested in?
Helping one another, being there for one another.
In what ways have you seen that take place?
Um, in different ways. It's like when somebody's in need of something, the community, like there's this app that I have on my phone and it's called Nextdoor. So that app is like all these people there encourage you, like, and when you're feeling down or whatever, people on there, they go on there and there's people out there that actually care and they tell you stuff to bring you up and not bring you down.
I love that. So it's an online community that does that.
Yes, it's called Nextdoor and it's like different neighborhoods and they all have their own different opinions, but it's a good app too.
And in your opinion, would you prefer a virtual community like that, or would you prefer an in-person community, or both
For
benefit?
I would probably prefer virtual
And you mind
because
sharing?
it's more, yeah, I prefer virtual because it's more convenient to me because sometimes I won't have somebody to watch my kids and being virtual, I know that I'm here and they're upstairs and I'm able to attend meetings versus on in person.
You're getting ready to start meeting
Yes.
on a smaller scale with your smaller groups. I believe you were broken into 8 groups of
Yes.
8 or 9. What are you looking forward to most about getting to know your
Getting to know everybody's different stories besides my story, because I'm sure everybody's struggling just as well as I am. And I would like to hear other people's perspectives on how everybody lives and how everybody deals with their own stuff.
You mentioned wanting to help represent an organization in the community. If you had the time and could pick any organization, what cause would you select and why?
I would probably choose something with violence, with police violence, because when I was young, my one of my uncles, he got killed on Christmas by a police officer in the backyard because they thought he had a screwdriver. I mean, they thought he had a gun and he didn't. He had a screwdriver, so they ended up killing him. So I would probably want to do something with police violence.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
What effect did that have on your family?
It affected everybody. My grandmother just went downhill after that, and she was never the same. Neither my family. Nobody was ever the same after that. And this happened back in 1993, I'm thinking. Yeah, like 1993. And it was really hard. And especially being on Christmas Day too. So
Oh,
it
wow.
was hard.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. What change would you seek as regards to the police?
What change? For them not to be so like right away they just want to shoot and kill instead of like instead of like them looking at the situation and stuff right out of the way. They just want to bring out their guns and start shooting instead of like, I mean, yeah, I understand that their life's in danger and stuff, but still, why can't they use like a taser or something? They got to use their weapons to kill people.
Sorry to hear that. And Michelle, I'd like to add, we're really excited about what you and the 24 other participants are doing there in San Antonio, because the anything that we can learn from you, anything that we can hear from you, any influence that you're ever able to make in your community could be something that could be a blueprint for something similar done in other cities and making change on a national scale. So really excited about what you are getting ready to do and what you're getting ready to learn with your fellow participants in Rising Up Together San Antonio.
Yes, thank you.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us. I know you are brand new to UpTogether and very early into your 18-month initiative, but we're excited to learn your experience, to see what you're able to do in your community, what things that you feel matter to your community, and all of that good stuff. So we'll be checking in along the way. How's that sound?
Okay, and I guarantee you on the next meeting, I'll have better answers and I'll be more on my game because like I'm just learning, so I really don't know too much. But by the time this is over, I'll probably be up there like y'all.
Thank you again for deciding to get over your shyness and actually,
Oh, yes.
share with us. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you, Elton.